Alrighty, I have a multitude of things for you to practice, and this should take you a good while to work through. So first things, how would we set up anti-air practice? I believe they have some a predetermined setting. So if you go in here and apply anti-air practice, it'll already set you up with a character that will just jump at random intervals, and then you can just anti-air like that. Sometimes I'll do a neutral jump. And, but if you want to get more complicated than that, you can come over here. See, this is, they fill up the replays with all the stuff that you would be doing. So let's switch back to Luke. It doesn't matter which character. Some characters are probably better for it than others. But anyway, so I would record like little tiny snippets in here. So record just holding down, record moving back, record a little bit of movement. Just like that. And then have all of them play, put repeat playback, and then replay info display off so that you can't see which one is actually happening. He will rotate between all the little movement options constantly, and then he will jump. Etc. Alright, so next thing to practice is, of course, the combos that we were already talking about. So keep working on that one. That is crouching medium punch, really any button, drive rush into this. So back medium kick, standing heavy punch, lifter, and then your choice of knockdown. You can either do slide or medium up ball. So this is what I want you to practice. The medium up ball will give you a particular setup off of doing this that will be useful for our next phase. So other than that, little hits that I want you to practice. Lights into electricity. So I want you to do that. Light kick, that, or also crouch, light punch, electricity. Over and over, just like that, until you've got those down. Then, back medium kick, standing medium kick, electricity. Until you've got that down. And then, after that, those will be a lot of the main combos. Now, if you land a jumping attack like this, and you get it on hit, it's your choice of how you want to practice this. There's a couple combos that you might want to go for. Now, a basic one would be low medium kick into medium Blanca ball. You could also do heavy punch into that. Now, when you hit an opponent with a jumping attack from far away, the medium up ball will not reach after this sequence with the heavy punch and the lifter. So if you're too far away, the combo that you've been doing off of this won't work, as you can see. So you have to adjust it by either doing the light up ball, or doing the sweep, which works consistently the same way no matter how far away you are. Alright, so practice that if you would like to. Also, practice this. So this is, practice specifically this. Crouch medium punch, EX Blanca ball, jump back medium punch, and then do a little delay before you do back air ball. Like that, just like that. Alright, so practice that combo as well. These will be a lot of our go-to combos that we're going to be landing. Alright, so next, after you've figured out landing combos, then work on the block sequences that we're going to do. So on block, put the opponent to block all, and then do crouch medium punch, drive rush, back medium kick, standing light kick, electricity. Just like that. Now this, you need to see this yellow bar down here, okay? This, if you don't have it on, it should be on frame meter, right here. Screen settings display frame meter on, okay? Now, the important thing is that there will be little gaps. This represents the opponent in block stun. These gaps of between the yellow bars, these cannot be greater than 2, okay? Each one of these, as you can see, gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 1, then gap of 1. If you leave a gap that is, if you see that there are 3 or more black bars in a row, it means that you did it wrong. Okay? 2, gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 1, gap of 1. Alright? So any gap of 3, like there, I did it too slow. Gap of 3 means you did it incorrectly. So, make sure you see this. It gets a little visually confusing because when it loops, it starts to erase the things you had done previously, like here. But, yes. So, if you do this sequence, it should go up, so gap of 2, you'll be able to see all the gaps in this sequence. There, 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 and there. So as long as none of those are more black blocks in a row than 3, you did it correctly. And then go ahead and practice that. Over and over. And then once you feel pretty good about that, you should practice any of these things, okay, or all of these things as much as you feel comfortable doing, okay? So you should do crouching medium punch from this far away, drive rush, throw. And then get used to it. The idea is, once again, try to have a gap of only 2. If you do it like that, where there's a bigger gap, it means you did it too slow. If you do it like that, where these red bars of the throw happen before the yellow bars are won, it means you did it too early. That's perfect. Gap of 2, perfect. So practice that, and then also, this is another situation you'll have to get used to. So this, when you do drive rush back medium kick, you are +6 on block with Blanca, which means that if you do an immediate throw is 5 frames, which means that it's actually too fast. See, if I throw there, even though I'm in throw range, it didn't hit him because he was still in block stun. So this is another instance where we have to walk forwards for like a tiny little bit of time, literally just like 2 or 3 or 4 frames. So we can walk forwards anywhere from like 3 to 5 frames and then throw. And again, the goal is to get the throw to hit him while having a gap of no more than 2. Now this will be more difficult than the things that you are already doing. Both of these actions involving throws will be more difficult. Now, so because these are more difficult, don't feel, defeated if you're not getting them in 2 or less bars. If you get it to 3 or 4 or something, that's not that bad. But ideally, we want to see a gap of 2 or less. Just like that. And then, once you've practiced those things, so those are important things to practice because they will help with your offensive options. Next, put in random block. So now you're going to do crouch, medium punch, drive rush, back medium kick. Just like that, you're going to do the same sequence you would do on block. Only on hit, you're going to try to go into your combo. So if the first hit hits, like that, we go into this heavy punch combo. If the second hit hits, you do that. Back medium kick, stand medium kick, electricity. And then if the third hit, the second back medium kick that you do hits, you can basically just complete the combo, or you can complete the sequence like normal with light kick into electricity. Technically not the absolute best thing that you could do, but that'll make it easy to do this sequence, or easier to do this sequence. So there's 3 combos that we are basically doing. This one, if the first hit hits. That, if it's all blocked. And then medium kick into stand medium kick if the second hit hits. So, yes, do that on random block and then practice those. So this requires, completing and getting used to all those combos that we were already talking about before. But yes, do this, and then once you are very consistent at that, so practice this the most. Once you practice all those other things, this incorporates all of those other elements that we've already talked about practicing. And then if you feel comfortable doing that, you can start incorporating throws as well. And just try to make sure that... Try to keep your gaps with throws as small as possible. If you can get them to be gap of 2 black blocks or less, that's great. But yes, make sure you're not doing the throw too early and not too late. But if you're a little late, that's not the worst thing. You'll get better over time. So anyways, that is like most of the basic training. Now, there's two other things. Those are the most important things to practice, but there's two other things to practice as well. One is basic set play setups off of certain things that you're going to do. So off of forward throw, make sure that the opponent is doing recover backwards. Off of forward throw, you're going to jungle hop into... Hang on, let me put it on block all. Or block after first hit. Into any light that you want, really. Into electricity. So crouching light punch into electricity. Do that, and then... See? That was too slow. I messed up on my jungle hop, and there was a gap that was bigger than 2. So you want to make sure that that gap is 2 or less. So you can... The easiest one to do is light kick. Into electricity, just like that. So long as the gap is not 2 or more, then you did it correctly. So with light kick, the gap is usually going to be like 0, like this. So practice that off of forward throw. Jungle hop. Light kick, electricity. And then after your combos with him, practice doing this combo into medium Blanca Ball. Okay, so do that, and then if there's no big gap, or rather, just look at the frame counter to see if you did it correctly. It should be +3. Now, so long as it's at least +1, it's fine. But if you do it perfectly, this should be +3, okay? So again, that's this combo into medium up ball into whiff medium Blanca Ball, and you will land in front of the opponent at +3. And that is the go-to best setup off of this combo. There's also this, where if you take this sliding knockdown like this, there's 2 things that you can do. You can hop past them with jungle hop into back medium kick, and if there's a gap of 0 or at least 2 or less, you did it correctly. You can also forward dash and then manually time a button, so that's keep walking at them and then throw them. So practice this, and so long as there's a gap of 2 or less, when you do the whatever button, if you meaty throw them, or you do like a meaty crouch medium kick electricity, so long as there's a gap of 0, 1, or 2 blocks, then you did it correctly. So those are things to practice and get your blocks to 2 or less. All right, and then the last thing, in addition to all those things that you can practice if you would like to, you don't need to do this. The other things that I've already talked about are more important. But the next thing that you might want to practice is making sure you're getting your use out of your resources. So in a most basic sense, make sure that you can combo into your level 3. So whenever you have your level 3 in a match and you see that you have it, the next time you land a combo, just do it. Just go into it, and that's your most simple, basic way of making sure you're getting some value from those resources. So, the ways that you'll want to practice, and these will be more difficult combos as a result. So you'll want to be able to practice these. Electricity. So any combo into electricity, level 3. So crouch light punch, electricity, level 3. Stand light kick electricity level 3. Practice this a lot. Stand light kick electricity level 3. Etc. Alright, next, if you land this big combo, right? Do this stand heavy punch into the lifter, medium Blanca ball, level 3. Not up ball, the horizontal one. This one. Into level 3. And those are the two main ways that you're going to be converting your combos. So then, once again, after you've practiced that, and you feel comfortable doing those combos, again, do the same thing. Put him on random block, and do crouch medium punch, drive rush, and then convert into the appropriate combo, into level 3. Missed it. Like so. And if they never get hit, and they just block the entire thing, then obviously don't cancel into the level 3. Like that. Oh my god, I keep screwing that one up. Etc. So, that should surely give you a lot of stuff to practice. If you want anything else to practice, I would say practice reacting to DI while you're in the corner. So do like fucking go over here and then do like drive impact defense practice. And then that'll set up all the stuff for you. And then just counter DI with DI. I'm not sure what combo Blanca players usually do here. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so that will be a good basis.